it is time for the tap out, Kevin, once again. Now, for anyone
Mm.
that watched last week, it was the Corey Feldman, but believe it or not, that song, that original song by Corey Feldman, got a copyright warning on our YouTube. So Steve had to play with it a little bit there if the distortion was. But we did put a link where you can watch the full and enjoy the full madness of it in the.
I knew. See, you guys just don't sometimes see the
The genius,
genius.
the genius,
You just don't.
the
That was
genius.
like when I was making the reference to he hates these cans slash die gas, die gas pumper. That was all from the jerk,
The Jerk, classic when Steve Martin is the gas station attendant.
which could not be shown in a theater today.
There's a lot that couldn't be. It's very funny, and you mentioned I mentioned Back to the Future, the musical, before. Now, if you remember the film, the Doc Brown character, the Christopher Lloyd character, part of the storyline there is he stole the plutonium that he uses for the car from the Libyans, from Libyan terrorists, and they're coming to get him. And he's actually shot in the present. Then Marty goes back, and when he comes back, he wrote him the
Can
letter,
you
and he.
believe I've seen none of those?
You really haven't. We have to see the first one because it's very well written. The timeline and what they do with time and stuff. It's very clever, very well done. You,
I've seen bits and pieces of it,
don't
but
borrow, don't bother rather with two or three, but one you have to see.
I'm
Um,
sure that at this point in my life, I can probably do without.
but so yeah, the Libyan terrorist angle is not in the musical as because my wife turns to me, she goes, "That's different." I said, "You can't offend a Libyan in the crowd today. What would happen?" The hashtag campaign would begin if you ever alluded to Libya having terrorists in the 80s when Muammar Gaddafi was blowing everything up.